Alright, welcome to week 2 video. Start of week 3. Our points are, most wide receiver points went to my dad was 75. He, 3 touchdowns out of Larry Fitzgerald will do that for you. The points this week is, I'm looking it up right now as we talk. Did not remember to look that part up. I think it's most quarterback points. It is the quarterback points, so there we go. Trades this week. I traded Chris Johnson for Todd Gurley. Leaper and Todd just made a trade. Leaper traded Allen Robinson and Brandon Cooks and Chris Ivory for LeGarrette Blount and Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson's comparables are to Dez Bryant, according to all the analytics out there. The week 2 recap. We've got 3 teams that are undefeated, and that is Bert, Todd, and the internet's going slow again, and Steve Scholl. 3 teams without a win. We have Bradley, Andy Nelson, and Don Anderson, which comes at no surprise. So that means we've got 8 people at 1-1. So a lot still undecided, obviously. But Todd, obviously 2-0 with the second highest scoring team. Brady's been putting up some numbers. And speaking of Todd scored 160 last week. Beat Andy Nelson 121. Andy Nelson had 2 zeros. He had a 0 from Roddy White and Mike Evans. So you put, anybody decent in there, and it could have been a different story for Andy Nelson. But that's what you get for drafting Roddy White in the 5th round. I lost to my dad, 148 to 134. He beat me in fantasy and beat me in the wide receiver points. I obviously lost Tony Romo. He had a huge week from Fitzgerald, 6 touchdowns or 7 touchdowns. Who knows how many he had. More than he's ever had in his career, actually. He had 3 touchdowns once in the playoff game. It's like the 2009 NFC Championship game. So that's what I'm going to tell myself was a fluke. And then me losing Romo pissed me off. So I lost by 14. Drew scored 152, beat Leaper 114. Leaper did not happy with his team. Obviously his first week without Dez, so went after and got a playmaker in Allen Robinson. And might have the new Matt Jones, Washington's new starting running back. So Drew has Alf. So Drew might want to make a trade. That was the other trade. We didn't talk about that one after the video. Yeah. Leaper traded Dez to Bert for, who did you get? Anybody?
TJ Yeldon.
TJ Yeldon, that's right. Him and his 29 touches. So high volume, 3 down back. I drank a few beers tonight. Scholl, 105 to 86, beat Bradley. Well, Scholl's got Carson Palmer, but I had him on his bench. Was starting Stafford. Carson Palmer is the number 2 quarterback, so I imagine Scholl's going to keep him in his lineup for a while. But another shitty score wins against a shitty score. So remember that for the playoff time. And another shitty score beats a shitty score. Wallace, 102. Justin, 98. Just a 4-point difference. So that's a tight one. Dante Moncrief, Monday Night Football, got Justin. So congratulations to Wallace. Donnie Anderson loses by 43 to Josh. That was pretty much over when Big Ben and Antonio Brown took the field. They scored pretty much 80 points combined. So without those 2, Josh is struggling to have a team. But when you got those 2 scoring 80, you don't need much else. And then Bert, 116 to 92. Bert had Julio score, 26, doing Julio things. Blake had 2 gloves, Teddy Bridgewater. So that goes as for Blake. Lost by 20. Blake's probably going to blow up his team real soon, I'm going to predict, and go from there. This week, I play Blake, actually. So, Blake's actually getting 7 points, projected 111 to 103. So, both of us projected to have shitty weeks. Well below the league average. Leaper plays my dad. My dad off a very hot week. Even Fitzgerald, you take away the... just make it a decent 15-point game. My dad still scores 130 points, so a really good week for him. Leaper with the new Allen Robinson, TJ Yeldon. He was going out to Shields earlier to look for a Jaguars jersey, but I don't think they sell those there.
The Jags.
And then Scholl plays Justin Ringler. Scholl's 2-0, Justin's 1-1. So Scholl's got Carson Palmer. I don't know who Justin has. He has Forte and a bunch of probably older dudes that I don't even know anymore. Malcolm Floyd, yeah. Michael Floyd. They both suck. It doesn't matter. Both Floyd suck. Josh, he has Frank Gore, the living legend at running back, and obviously the Steelers passing game. Plays Andy Nelson 0-2. I am going to predict Andy Nelson wins this game and gets his first win of the season. Although Andy's not here, it's Andy Nelson time doing his things. Andy Wallace, who's in Okoboji right now, as I see his wife posting on Facebook, plays against Todd. So Todd, obviously the highest scoring team in the league, but he's got D'Angelo. So I wonder if he's going to trade in my dad. My dad's getting Le'Veon Bell back this week, so even better matchup. So Bell's going to come out hot. But I don't know what Todd and Wallace are going to do. Right now, Todd just made the trade. He's favored by 30 points. So with Brandon Cooks on his bench. Then Brad plays Burt. 0-2 versus 2-0. Burt has Andrew Luck, who hasn't done shit this year. I just sent Burt probably 10 trade offers for Andrew Luck. All of them got rejected less than a minute by the time I sent the offer to the time I got the email. None of them were that great, apparently. I lost a Romo. So if you have a quarterback, I am interested. Drew, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, plays Don Anderson. Don's team's terrible. He's got Aaron Rodgers, just like last year. We'll see if he sneaks into the playoffs this year with the new standings, but I don't think he will. And then, other than that, it's been a very less than active trade year so far. I think a lot of guys got injured. A lot of guys are scared of what roles some guys are having, but no one's made any big moves. But other than that, guys, I hope you like the costume. I know I do. Good luck to everybody this week, except for my brother, who I play.